Hello, I'm Frank LeConte, and I'm here at the City of Dania Beach City Hall for the State of the City Report with Mayor Mcelyea, and welcome to you, Mayor.
Glad to have you here.
You know, you've been on the commission on and off for many years here in this great city. 2 years ago, you were re-elected again, and for the past year, you've been serving as the mayor, and quite an accomplishment.
Yes, and I want to thank the residents and the voters, both.
Well, I'm sure they have great confidence in you, Mayor. Now, Mayor, your current vice mayor and your commissioners, some of which have served on past commissions, they've helped move this city forward along with yourself in recent years.
Vice Mayor Ann Castro, Commissioner Bob Anton, Commissioner Walter Duke, Commissioner Bobby Grace, past Commissioner Al Jones. I want to thank them all.
Now, Mayor, let's talk about your annual city budgets for the past 2 years. There's good news to report.
Commissioners and I have worked hard the last 2 years to lower property taxes.
The city has endured severe flooding through the past years. Now, how has the city addressed that challenge?
We've addressed by funding, permitting, the larger pipes, pumps, etc., to help prevent the flooding.
So what you've done now will eliminate just about severe flooding, especially in your southeast.
It will help.
How is the city addressing the 10-year water supply issues?
We worked with South Florida Water Management and the county to obtain the state requirement for our water needs.
The city water system is being updated. Tell me about it.
We have the nano plant coming on board that we're working with presently, getting it in so we can process the water that we have, the raw water, and that is the main goal of this nano plant.
Dania Beach is going through a wonderful redevelopment. Your new parking garage is wonderful.
Well, we have 440 spaces for the automobile parking, for the library, as well as for the downtown redevelopment. There should be ample parking this time.
The new community library, just about to come on board here, is going to be a wonderful boon for our children and for the adults of your city.
It's the only way to go with library and education. For the children, the computer classes, the library books, read. Education is the greatest thing we have to offer.
Another feature of your new downtown development is going to include, from what I understand, hotels, restaurants.
Well, we have a future possibly of Indigo Hotel up on the main highway, US 1. We've entered into a parking agreement with the developer at our parking garage to help his parking situations. Well, the hotel will be coming on board in the near future, and our downtown restaurants and stores is coming on board very soon. And I think it'll be great for our city. We're an older city and we have to modernize to compete with the competition.
The city has a new contract with Waste Management for residential trash hauling this year.
We have a multi-year contract for the hauling of the rubbish, trash, and etc. We went through competitive bidding. They were the best bid. They've done very well for them. They're well-liked within our city.
I understand the city of Dania Beach is updating the marina.
Well, the marina's been in deplorable condition for some time, and we're going out and having talked to West Track Marine about developing and redeveloping. They've been doing our harbor town, and they were the best choice that we had to redevelop this, and they've raised revenue already in a short length of time.
Also, the entire marina is being redesigned.
Right, and they're helping to do it with Craven Thompson Engineering. I
know that one of the personal goals that you have is to redevelop and have a new look for your beach area.
Well, it's a blind here there with the sea grapes which were planted a few years ago. They're up too high and you can only cut them back to 6 foot. That's not enough, so it's the only way to do is remove them and go back with the sea oats, where you can sit in your automobile or the restaurants and look at the ocean, see the ships and the airplanes and boats and fishermen. It's just a beautiful sight. We are seeking a grant from the state of Florida for a beach master plan to redevelop our beach. It'll be great for our tourists as well as our residents.
Mayor, I understand the city has installed solar street lights.
Well, it's been great that they've done that in the high crime areas where we didn't have street lights wiring to help prevent crime, save energy, and the environment.
Mayor, let's talk about the Griffin Road corridor improvements.
The commissioners and the residents have all worked together to improve the west corridor to our city. It's the gateway to our west side. and it's going to be valuable to the businesses, the residents out there. It's a way of redeveloping the hodgepodge type of developments out there. We need a program to go with it.
Now, Mayor, I understand that you've contracted for a number of years now with the BSO. You have now entered into a new multi-year contract.
Well, it's been a good contract with the BSO for several years. I was mayor on the first commission that voted for them. They've been here, they've done an excellent job, and today we've renewed a contract with them, and they're going to provide us with 3 additional officers.
Now, Mayor, I also understand there's an additional contract signed with the BSO where they're going to be providing the fire rescue services for your city.
Our Station 1 was the first one in Broward County, and I did help develop some of it myself, and it was, like I told them, it was like giving my children to an orphanage. But on the other hand, it was to a good home with BSO. They will provide service, protection, as well as working as a team rather than be 2 separate entities. So I think it's going to be great. We're saving money, an extensive amount of money over the years.
Talk to our residents about the OASIS program. It's a crime prevention neighborhood initiative.
The OASIS program will help to reduce crime in the area, and we've come in there and put in curbing, sidewalks, and pavers and landscape to make it much more attractive to people to maintain their property, and it will work well.
Mr. Mayor, the Airport South runway, this is a very controversial subject, but where do you and the commission stand on this?
Well, I've always been in it to protect the residents of my city. I've campaigned on it for over 20 years to get them the best of everything, regardless of which way it may fall. If they want to protect their homes, I've always told them, I said, don't sell out, don't let your property run to the ground. Keep it up and you will get the best dollar if it comes to a buyout. And if it comes to that, I will still vote to defend you at the federal cases, which we have lost the last case, but may appeal it. If they're willing to do it and want to go for it, I'll back them 100%.
The city has completed the linear park on Southeast 5th Avenue.
Well, we started a few years ago to get it going. We had previous commissioners, and I had voted on it a few times. Finally, it was completed this past year. It's a beautiful park. It's going to do a lot for the neighbors, and they enjoy it. They have dog walks, they want bike walks, and so on. So it's really a nice park, and it's helped out a lot. They were always afraid we were going to widen it to a 4-lane, maybe a 6-lane highway through there. Well, if they do now, it's going to take an act of Congress.
Now, Mayor, in addition to the improvements there with the linear park, the residents, the commissioners, and yourself are going to improve Southeast 5th Avenue traffic.
Well, we're trying to put in dividers, double line, crosswalks, and stop signs to make it much more safer and slow the traffic.
Tell us about the Public Services Building. Gone through some changes lately?
Yes, it's completely new. The repair for the automobiles and trucks and the heavy equipment, whatever you have within the city. Facility for your engineering, you have rooms for the employees, break rooms. It is a first-class operation.
Now, Mayor, talk about your new Southwest Community Center for your residents.
I belong to the homeowners association in that area. My business is in the area. They've always been requesting a place to meet. We were having to meet at Attic School for some time. So we built this new facility, and it is first class for their meeting halls, whatever they'd like to do. It's something they've needed for years.
Now, Mayor, out at Tiger Tail Lakes Park, a doggy dock diving park has been put in.
It is a very nice facility for the people that enjoy their dogs, teaching them to swim. Most dogs do swim, but they're afraid of water. Some are and some aren't. They're learning to dive in competition. It's just a nice thing to come enjoy yourself and look at.
Now, Mayor, as the city of Dania Beach moves into the 21st century, and you certainly have, with your computers, the citizens can now communicate with the city departments communicate through computers. It's a whole new world out there.
It is a whole new world. You pay your bills online. You communicate for permits and et cetera, whatever you may need with the city without having to come to City Hall. The next 6 months, this will be online.
Well, Mayor, we've just touched on a few of the projects that are coming on board here in your city. There's so many things going on in this great city. We just don't have time right now to go into all of them. But I want to thank you very much on behalf of all the residents of the city for coming in here. Thank you and the commissioners.
I want to thank all the volunteers and the employees, as well as the residents. And I've been here several years myself and will be here for many more.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. It looks like Broward's oldest city. It's on its way to becoming Broward's new face, the 21st century. Thank you again, Mayor Mcelyea, and to the Dania Beach Commissioners, and to the citizens of the great city of Dania Beach. Thank you, and good day.